Well, here we are, 2026.
Yes.
The band's back together.
Woo! Yes.
5 days, 6 days into this
Yes.
baby.
5 days in.
Close
Still
the
here.
deal already. I'm feeling it. I'm feeling it.
Curly, Mo, Larry, or actually Shemp was the original, or Curly. I don't know,
Yeah.
something. I was reading an article about.
I don't
Three
like the
Stooges.
Shemps.
Yeah,
I didn't like Joe. I didn't like
What
Joe.
did
What's
you-
that guy?
yeah,
again?
he was
Joe?
okay.
Yeah, he didn't do nothing for
Joe,
me.
I don't know what the order of this stuff was, but one of them, from what I understand, came in after Curly's like, I'm done, I'm out. Curly left, and I think they brought Shemp back, which was wild. This is useless facts for you to know, but like, the Three Stooges, like they're not the same. Like they couldn't do the Two Stooges. We pull it off, but when Chris is gone, it's like
Yeah.
You're missing the anchor.
It's like
The anchor.
he got
He's
captured.
the Rock.
Like,
He's the
he
Rock.
got captured like Maduro in the night down there. It's so close to the Caribbean. But it's good to be back. Chris, what were you up to, man? What were you doing?
Oh man, well we had let's see, we had what do we have? We had a crash, we had a murder, we had a
Jeez.
Christmas shopping. We had, I had to
All
close a
equally
couple deals.
awful.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I know. I had to close out the financials for the year. I don't know. It was crazy. So, no, just we just had some stuff I couldn't make. I had some stuff that come up at the police department, and then for what do I happen for Christmas? I don't know. The kids are all working now, so it was kind of a quiet, And then I went on this Debbie. I guess it was time to pinch pennies or something. She books us on this cruise, this 2-day cruise on this Margaritaville cruise line. Now, if anybody doesn't know me, if my phone doesn't work or I can't get Wi-Fi or like I can't see bank accounts or I can't get a call because there's like something I got to do, like I don't have panic attacks, but it's a panic attack.
Yeah.
So she's like, "Hey, listen, I got this thing. It's only 2 days. It's the old casino host from the Venetian in Vegas. He's taking this over. He wants to comp a room." I said, "Okay, 2 days." I said, "Just verify their Wi-Fi package, and so I could, make sure I stay on top of stuff." She says, "Okay." She's all right. Wi-Fi is good. I said, "Okay." So we get there, and just think of a Carnival cruise. Like they could have taken those containers and laid them up there and made like trailers out of them for the people for their rooms. I mean, it was just, oh my God, bro. It was so bad. It was so bad.
Really?
It was so
Sorry
bad.
to hear that.
So the guy's like, "All right, we're going to give you the biggest suite on the boat." Okay, whatever. So we get there.
But you got to pee off the cabin side because you asked for Wi-Fi and we couldn't really afford a toilet in here, so this is what you get.
It's pretty much so. It's Debbie and I in the one room, and the two girls are in the other. And then this is all going kind of like it's funny because if it's going to happen to a family, it's going to happen to us. So we're actually laughing about it. Like you try and go out to the deck, the handle falls off on both sides. Like it's that comical. You have to flush the toilet with it down, and then so he's giving us all these instructions. So anyway, so we go out the first night. We do our have a couple cocktails, and we're all having fun. Playing music bingo or whatever, and we get back to bed. Now, thank God nobody was hammered. Thank God. So all of a sudden it's quiet, and all of a sudden you hear like people are dragging shit across the floor, and the music, and then furniture moving. You're like, okay, this is gonna stop. 4 hours in, it doesn't stop.
Still going. Right.
Still going. So I'm like, all right, I'm the man. I'm dad. Dad's gonna take care of this, right? And I thought of you two. As soon as I walk up to the desk to complain, this guy doesn't speak anything but Vietnamese and broken English. And I'm trying to complain, and I'm telling him about the noise and the handle, and then this is broken and that's broken. And all he does, he smile at me, and he's like, okay, you having a good time? I'm like, no, he's not getting it. And then the final thing he goes, and I swear, the final thing he goes, "Is your laundry okay?" I said, "All right, I'm out.
Right,
That's it. Forget it."
All that noise actually turned out to be Somali pirates. You didn't even know. Like they all left Minnesota, and now they're out in the Atlantic charging ships. Well, it sounds like it was a blast. That's why those things.
It was good, fun family time because if anything's going to happen to anybody, it's going to happen to me.
I would only do a cruise now, Scott, if we were seeing fjords. Something in Europe. I'm not going to do anything on the U.S. side of the Atlantic as a cruise, maybe ever again.
You show up to one of those. You show up to one of those Norwegian cruises dressed as a Viking. You're like, what are you?
Right. There you go.
Wait.
It's right
Well,
there.
this is a Viking ship, right? No, not that
No,
kind of
no, it
Viking
isn't.
ship.
Yeah.
So
Hey, I just started having a Wi-Fi problem. Can I dip out here for a second and come back in?
what are you on Margaritaville? Are you on the Margaritaville ship? Having a Wi-Fi issue?
That's,
Yeah, jump out.
He gone. Either that or he just had a mini stroke and he's frozen now.
It's fun. And you see, it's funny to see him in the hoodie and drinking tea,
Yeah, right.
and him in my
He looks
shorts.
like Fetterman in that outfit, doesn't he? I should say, this guy, you're dressing up like Fetterman now for the show. Senator Fetterman here.
No, he's froze. He's not even out.
Yeah. There's this thing on HBO Max too. You should watch it. It's called "It's Just Florida."
Okay.
Dude, it's all just the first one I watched was about a guy, this fucking white trash motherfucker that moved down there from Cleveland years ago that was like at this park and he was super hot. So he was like, hey, I'm going to go over and jump this fence and go into this water. It looked really nice.
Right.
He got fucking mauled by a gator. It ripped his arm off and he like lived out in the fucking swamp for like 3 days until somebody found him and he survived. It was fucking crazy. It's like hilarious.
What's the name of it?
I think it's called "It's Just Florida" or something like that. It's just put in HBO Max
Okay.
Florida series, and it's fucking. The first one I saw, I was like, "Oh, this is worth watching." At this point,
Right. Yeah. No, about gators and stuff. Father talk about the drug trade in the Everglades City.
yeah,
That was big. Yeah. Yeah, that's actually a good show.
well, yeah.
They still have money from that.
Who does?
The families.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
for sure. Like even when there's hurricanes and stuff, and like now all their houses are built like 9 feet in the air.
Yeah.
Like even now if there's a hurricane, FEMA's not there. A month, everything's back to normal.
Yeah. Right.
Yeah,
They got that
so-
kind of cash. Yeah.
Yeah, so they have all that money saved up and invested and whatever else. I'm sure. How are the boys? Everybody doing good?
Yeah. Everybody's doing all right. Brendan's moved out a while ago. He's living with his girlfriend, and he's got a job offer from a really high-end restaurant in Columbia. It's probably one of the bigger ones down here. And he's trying to decide whether to go up there for good or stay down here in Charleston, and because he really wants to work in the restaurant industry because there's so much money and it's perfect for a young man that wants to get up at fucking 10 o'clock in the morning every day as opposed to 4 or
Right.
5.
Right.
Maddie's going to graduate this year, and Tim's just cranking along with his grades. So Tim probably be the only one that ends up going to college though.
What's Maddie gonna do?
I don't know. He's very technical, amazing. Like he just put back together parts of his BMW engine in our garage. And I was like,
Oh.
fuck, are you fucking kidding me?
Wow.
And he did. And it like, he took off some cover to the engine and fixed it. And I was like, all right, here we go.
Right.
Realize he ain't getting another car if this fucking blows.
Right.
Puts it back together and it's driving so far. So it's pretty,
Is he gonna go to like mechanic school or something?
I hope. You know what I mean? Like
Like a trade
you
school?
know, it is like when you're young, there's these things that are just punching you in the face and saying, do this,
Right.
and you're like, no, this is not what I dreamed. You know
Right.
what I mean? And I think he inevitably will come around for that.
Right.
Am I good
Right.
now?
Yeah, there you are, Senator Fetterman.
Jesus
There you are.
Christ! Like my computer it started getting fucking wonky when you were talking about the Vietnamese guy on the fucking boat, and then
They hacked in.
and then it was
They
and then
hacked
it was fucking doing the wah 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 like Charlie Brown shit, and then it just was like freezing up, and then my fucking Wi-Fi signal thing was all fucked up down at the bottom. Then once I closed out, I couldn't even get back into the email. I had to restart. So anyway, sorry about that.
No, you're good.
I don't know where we left off at.
Fire off at
So anyway, so one last story about the cruise. And again, I always think of you guys because this can't happen to anybody. So everybody goes to the pool or on the deck, and I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go inside and check stuff out. Going to the casino. All right, that's code for going to the casino. So I go to the casino, and the ship is like dollar rolls is the most expensive or whatever.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting on this machine and I'm hitting it, and I hear this lady talking, and then I recognize Debbie's voice, and then she comes by me, and all of a sudden, oh, you're the husband and the daughter, blah blah. And I in 5 minutes, I get the fact that her granddaughter had a son that died of asystole leukemia, and I'm like, and I'm staring at these 3 pigs and a goose, and I'm hitting the button, and I'm shaking my head, shaking my head, shaking my head. And Debbie comes over, and finally, and I'm like, fine. I hit the ticket, and I'm just shaking my head. Yeah. I hit my ticket, and I go around. So I get that one brief moment where she turns and looks at Debbie, and I just scoot around the thing. And then I hear her, and then her niece has, a hangnail, and then the blood count is low, and I'm like, oh my God, this is Scott.
This is Scott. Did you see a vision of me like Obi-Wan Kenobi?
Actually, I was playing your slot machine. It was you on there.
Right.
And when you ducked around the corner to get away, there was a guy standing there reading Reader's Digest magazine.
Right.
You're like, what the fuck are the chances? He's got 3 Reader's Digest.
As the scripture has said.
It's just like Groundhog Day.
The new Adam.
Oh God. Anyway,
that's great. That's now see, to me that's like a nothing story. It's like, oh yeah, right, yeah. That's that's any Tuesday.
That happens to be filling up with gas.
It's like, when are you gonna get to the exciting part?
Oh man.
So did the guy fall off the ship or something? No, he's just a weirdo. Like, oh, right.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Oh, right.
All right. Well,
right.
It was the brother-in-law, actually, the guy that he says he likes to read Reader's Digest was at the casino.
Familiarity breeds contempt for Scott.
Right.
It's like he
But anyway, I complete the clown show. I'm back.
It's good though.
I'm back.
It's good.
You know what I was able to take in, because I'm such a Star Wars fan? I was able to take in Turkish Star Wars via the YouTube channel.
Turkish Star Wars.
Turkish Star Wars. I'm not sure if you guys are really ready for this, but I'll put the link in the show notes. It literally is.
Is that by Brazer?
If you are not a big fan of the Armenian genocide on the part of the Turks, this may calm you down a little bit. It's called The Man Who Saved the World, and it's like a really it's like a Bollywood version of Star Wars, where they stole a bunch of footage from Star Wars, but then dubbed in these Turkish guys. And there's a scene where the guy's getting ready to go into battle, and it's like it got me back into an exercise routine again. I'm recommitted to this. It's like, he's hitting boulders that look like big fucking baked potatoes and stuff like that. Yeah. And there's a blonde Turkish girl looking at him. You should check it out. It's
Carrie's
really,
like, why is Shaun trying to split cinder blocks in the backyard?
Right.
And listen, where can you get a more well-rounded host that knows the history of the world, the history of the Three Stooges, and watches Turkish Star Wars? Like,
ironic.
This is a well-rounded show.
Any Turk is looking to take down any empire, like the Ottoman Empire did coming into Europe. Chris, your people had to stand up to those folks. And I was just watching this, and I couldn't help. Maybe it ruined the film for me. I don't know if it was like the low quality. I'm talking like it's got Mystery Science
Yes,
level type
that is
stuff
immediately. You beat me to the punch. I'm like, I watched so many Mystery Science Theater episodes while I was sick. Because I was like so sick. After Christmas, I don't know what happened. I'm just watching this, and you got to appreciate stupid humor. And that, like, the whole setup of that movie that you talked about sounds like something I would have been watching.
It's funny you should say that, because I was thinking about, like, there'd be the three of us and our silhouettes in the foreground and Chris's massive head in the middle.
Right.
Everybody knew it was.
And I just block it out if I turn to the right.
I'm Tom Servo, yeah.
Yeah, and I'm Crow T Robot, and Chris is Joel, and we're just criticizing. But the entire time, I'm making jokes that nobody gets because it has to do with history.
Right.
Attention to boring.
He's like, at this period of time, and everybody's like,
right.
And then then I'm just telling like dick jokes just to be funny.
And to be honest with you, it was like, you ever watch something that is so bad that is good? Like, I'm talking like in the realm of film, like. Anytime Roadhouse, the original Roadhouse is on, I have to stop and watch it, like at the same level of quality, like watching The Godfather or Godfather 2.
We watched it. I watched that for the first time last night with my youngest.
Goodfellas. Like I watched that with Tim for the first time, and the scenes from that. But Roadhouse, for some reason, has the same hook for me because it's just so
awful,
bad.
Yeah,
right.
It's good. Like it's like somebody like thought that this was really, really good and pushed it out, and it's just like it's like a tchotchke of a film that you can't miss. Like this is so cheesy that my granny knitted me this sweater, but I have to wear it because she
Right.
did it. That kind of a thing with the holidays. And I was just like, the Turkish Star Wars. I got to talk about this and get people turned on to this thing. It's huge. Like it is so bad.
I'm actually going to Google that right after.
Yeah.
So am I. Now they're gonna do a Turkish
The
Roadhouse.
Man Who Saved the World is what it's called. They even went original on the title there too. But it's like so much. I mean, I can't believe that George Lucas didn't like.
So I got a question. How did you even like come upon
what's your
this?
algorithms?
Yeah, like,
it's like like if the recommended videos. That's what's next. I just clicked on that for some
that's
reason.
my question. How does Turkish Star Wars get?
And what was odd after that was like, soon as that Turkish Star Wars finished, my next film to watch was when they hung Saddam Hussein in that prison. I was like,
But it wasn't Turkish.
what does YouTube think of me? I love it. It's like YouTube knows me better than my wife. What I want to see. I was like, wow.
YouTube's talking to you like the HAL 2000. Like, what would you like to watch next, Shaun?
Right.
Do you have anything where somebody from the Middle East is doing something stupid?
But here's the funny part about it. If we were all to walk in there, we would sit down and watch it. All of us. We would.
Well, I mean, I didn't get questioned on it by anybody. It was like YouTube is great. Like, I watched The Seven Samurai too, which is actually a really good movie from the 1954, which was like later made into The Magnificent Seven, which was a Western in the United States. If you've seen it, it's pretty good. But it was like, I watched the original version, 3.5 hours long, subtitles the entire time.
Again,
You lost
a well-rounded host.
Where was this desire to read that much? In high school, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, you know what I mean? Like, because I'm like divided attention. I'm like, what's he saying? But they're also talking in Japanese and they're doing some really cool fight scenes and stuff like that. I was just like, I love it.
I thought I was watching Godzilla.
So fucking long. There was an intermission, an actual intermission. Like I went out to the lobby,
Went out to stretch.
took a pee, smoked a cigarette.
He went down to the 7-Eleven, got some dots.
And I got some club soda to clean the stain out of my tuxedo that I was wearing when I was watching it. Are you fucking kidding me? I was like, this is good. No one in the house questioned me at all. And it's like in the downstairs, the front room of my house in South Carolina.
Yep.
Front room. I'm sitting there watching it, and nobody asked a damn question about either one of them.
Because they probably
Tim-
saw that
Tim
and
was
they're
a
like,
little-
what's going on with Dad? Why is he watching
Tim was a
this?
little interested in Turkish Star Wars because he likes Star Wars, and he saw the footage. He's like, "That's not Star Wars." I go, "No, that's not Luke Skywalker."
But it is Turkish Star Wars, Tim.
It was filmed in high 8.
Yeah. Luke Skywalker was.
Oh,
not
you're in the
an
background.
Arab. You don't remember in Star
8
Wars
millimeter?
when they were fighting the baked potatoes in the desert? What are you talking about? Anyway, you gotta check it out.
That's incredible.
Oh,
I gotta tell these
God.
guys about it. Like, too bad. And Tim's like, you know what you guys should do on the podcast? You guys should do like terrible cop videos, and you three should sit there with the silhouettes and critique them. I'm like, yeah, I don't know. I
like
don't.
MST
that's a
3K
serious
ripoff. Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Right.
3CT, 3000 or anyway. But yeah, it was a fun time off there. But
What about you there, Scooter? What'd you do off?
Well, the year's off to a good start. I got to say, we the 2025. So I'm currently, I know this is a shock, looking to buy another car because 2025 was the year of multiple vehicle crashes in our household, and I think I changed cars more than underwear last year based on what was going on. But yeah, no. Off to a good start, and then rolling the year with like a huge vet bill today after I went. It's like if I'm not dealing with cars, then I got 2 giant German shepherds that
Sucking your money.
suck up a lot of money. Well, and as you can attest to, former canine handler, what the amount, how quickly those things go up. But
Yeah.
it was funny. I had the 2 of them, Hank and Fritz, at the vet, and Fritz is the one that was the rescue that we got, a few years ago, and he was all mangy and skinny. You remember all that? He was a rescue. We got him from the animal shelter, and now he's very healthy, maybe a little too healthy. And so,
he's more.
Why is the dog dressed as Santa?
Of the German type of dog? He's more of the Bavarian
he
pretzel
is.
eating.
Yes, yeah,
And the North Hauptdeutsch, thinner.
right,
More.
right,
Yeah. Right. Okay.
yeah. And
He's got the kickstand sit.
right,
Yeah.
sitting off to the side.
You got to swing your
And
hip
again,
out.
my
His hips start to
disclaimer
hurt.
is like I walk the shit out of these dogs. Like I walk them all the
Right.
time, but he's thick, man. And so we joke about him, being a little plump, especially from his humble beginnings. But today, I got him at the vet, and the vet tech's like, oh yeah, she's like looking at him, like, oh yeah, he's and she's not saying anything. She's like, so what's going on with him? Like, I think he's got an ear infection or something. His ear's bothering him.
Is he not eating right?
That was not one of the questions.
That's what I would have been. I'm like, oh, he's not eating well.
And she's like, so how's his weight been? I'm like, look at him. But she's being like kind of,
I'm no professional.
she's being like
but
kind of passive aggressive, and of course he's like doing the side pose on the floor, just letting it all hang out.
Right.
But
It looks like Herman Goering in the Eagle's Nest up there, and Hitler's making fun of him for eating meat.
And then he's just sitting there scratching his buns and his lipstick comes out.
yeah, and she's like,
How do you think he's doing? He's fat and happy.
she's like, well, we'll get him weighed, like with this, just the way,
Schweinehund.
just the way she was
They
saying
start walking out to like the loading dock.
Yeah.
Like, wait a
And
minute,
it's like,
what are we
wait a
doing?
second, I know they say dogs are like their owners. What are you trying? What are you getting at here? Like, and I tried to make a case for him. It's been the holidays. Everybody's eating poorly, but yeah, so we get through all that, and she does a little passive aggressive fat shaming on him. But I'm like, you know what? Maybe he needs that. Maybe I need that. Maybe she's trying to tell me something too. So maybe that'll be part of my New Year's resolution.
But have you
Right.
changed his diet or something like that?
No.
What's happening?
No,
Was it
he's
like
like-
legitimately because of the holidays?
Yeah, but he's older now, right?
Yeah, he's like 4 or 5 now.
Oh,
What?
not that old.
No.
He's
Yeah.
young.
Right.
He's a pup yet. He's a baby.
So we're gonna need to get a handle. I'm gonna start walking him on the treadmill with me.
He's a Gustus Gloop. Let me in. I'm starving. I don't. Now I'm fat shaming him. I feel bad for
Yeah,
that
it's,
dog.
it's
he's a
okay.
good-
We're gonna.
He's such a good.
I'm getting
boy,
him on.
though. He
I'm
is.
getting him on those pirated P90X DVDs Shaun burned for
Right,
me.
right, yeah, right.
So I'm putting him on that. I'm putting him
For a
on,
dog.
I'm putting him on the dog P90X. I'm like,
You have one of
that,
those dogs
is that all
that
you
say,
got? Is that all you got?
Start the lawnmower. Start the lawnmower. Start the lawnmower.
He's, but he's okay, Bill, health wise.
Yeah. A little ear infection, but
little
cut back on the sweets. I
Right.
gave him a couple of my cholesterol pills when we got home just to see if that really got his system fired up. But
They went to draw blood in this maple syrup.
They
Wow,
say one of
this is
the, one
going
of the
nuts.
early onsets is for type 2 diabetes is your hearing and your lower limbs get all swell. So
Oh,
it's a
Here we
side
go.
effect of it. So I hope he's okay. It's serious.
yeah, why is he panting just going up the stairs?
Right. He
Well, speaking of,
he's such a good boy though, man.
He
Yeah,
is.
he
He's a
is.
good protector.
he
He
is.
is.
These are some solid dogs. There's some solid, literally solid dogs.
Franz is a little more sprocketsy.
Yeah.
I remember when you were playing ball with him out there.
Mhm.
Franz was always like to the ball first and quite mean about not sharing it with him. You know,
Right.
like, the Sudetenland, we're not going to share this with anybody. It
Well,
was,
I
it was,
I
was
remember
concerning,
going over there to let him out, and then and he's barking. I'm like, if I wasn't a canine handler, I'd be like, okay,
Right.
I'm like, dude, you're barking, backing up. You got to advance.
Right,
Come
you
on.
gotta
right,
Come on,
yeah,
come
right,
on.
yeah, come on. I know that.
I like your get up and go, but come on now.
Yeah.
Come on.
He was doing the whole hold me back shit.
Yeah.
He's a
Well,
fat guy.
yeah.
but he's
back.
looking at me like, why aren't you backing up, mother? I'm like,
Right.
why are you backing up? And he's looking at me, he's like, you're not
Chris
backing
is
up. I'm like,
"Because I
no.
will choke you out and show you
And then-
who's boss.
Then he's like, okay, he just gives up. All right, comes over and we're fine. Oh God.
Well,
But the great thing about
I was to say that leads me into a story. As I like to peruse the stories and come up with some random shit. Speaking of fitness, I guess this kind of falls in the line of fitness. As we also like to poke fun at those in our profession at times. Although this is not funny by any means, but you guys might have seen this story, and this was out in Seattle, of all places. Which
Oh really? No kidding.
which law enforcement is always kind of
Yeah.
up in
Their
the air
hands
and
are
being
dirty.
scrutinized and whatnot out there. However,
Right.
the story about this was there was this female lieutenant who was in an unmarked vehicle and was out on this I-5. I guess it's a interstate that runs through Seattle. Or Shaun probably knows that one from his time
Yeah,
out
yeah.
there. But I-5, and this guy's just a wacko. He's out there. He's walking across 8 lanes of traffic. Cars are stopping. He's waving his arms, just, out of sorts. And he's jumping back and forth over the median and whatnot. And this lieutenant, now again, this is not about female, male. This is about, it's actually more about tactics. But what the outcome of this was ridiculous in that she comes up on this guy on the median, and now cars are stopping because they see this guy out in the median. And if you watch the video, there's a couple good angles of it out there. There's one of the guy you can tell he's like, he's out of it. He's ranting and raving and waving his arms, and he's not a small dude. And she just manages to pull right up on this guy at some point and does the like, hey, I'm going to talk to you out the window thing. And this crazy fucker comes over, opens her door, pulls her out by the coat and throws her down on the pavement and proceeds to jump into her squad car, shut the door, lock it, and take off, which turned into, there was like a chase after, and the cars crashed. Thankfully, nobody was hurt. But when you see this video of this officer, lieutenant, getting pulled out of her own squad car by this goof, and just the lack of any fight or tactics or anything, it's really disturbing. I mean, thank God this guy didn't have a gun or a knife or something. She would have been dead.
Right.
She would have been murdered right there in front of everybody on that interstate.
But this is like the second one in 2 weeks where they're pushing people up from their squad cars and taking them.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why are people that close to you? And listen, I never rolled up on anybody. If I'm jumping out of the car. You're not getting near my car. Number one. Number two, like, okay, this is what drives me insane. Here we go. Yes. Do we have a mental health issue? Of course we do. Mm-hmm. We've always had a mental health issue. We've always had that. There's been mental retards all forever. Ever.
Yes.
Okay. How you approach it. People are shaming us, just like we were fat shaming your pro dog. They are shaming us on how we do our job. You don't roll up and say, oh, hi, Tommy, it's going to be okay. No, sometimes you got to get out and manhandle them and get them to the right place to get the right care. Just because they have mental issues, that doesn't mean they need to be treated with kid gloves all the time. You've got to get them in control so you don't get hurt, you don't get your squad car stolen, other people don't get hurt, and you get them safely to where they need help. Mm-hmm. And the public has put them on kit gloves, and it's going to get people hurt. Mm-hmm. Period.
Well, I'd say, since it's Seattle, we should go back to episode 154, where we had Lieutenant Jessica Taylor of the Seattle. Let me start over with that. If you go back to episode 154 that we had a lieutenant from the Seattle Police Department, Jessica Taylor. I would have loved to seen her reaction to this.
Right.
That guy would have been so damn sorry, because that woman would have been on him. Go back and listen to that show. And and again, we're not like anti-woman in this, but she would have wore that dude out. One, her tactics probably no doubt would have been better. Right. I don't know the circumstances completely surrounding this, because the story didn't really get into it, because it's a thing that the police world wants to produce and promote, because we kind of know what we're up against, but at the same time, we still need to value some form of diversity. To me, I'm looking at that. This is just what I thought watching it, having, gone through a lot of this recent training with de-escalation, like Chris said, we're being shamed into having to understand every single thing that's going on out there and diagnose it and figure out. I'm pulling up to this guy by myself in a car. What's the first thing they teach you when you're going into a bad neighborhood as a kid? Lock the fucking doors.
Right.
Lock the door. So if he tugs on the handle, you can put the gas on and get away from the guy. That didn't happen. Tugs on the handle of the door. I'm like, oh, there it goes. Then the next thing is have your freaking seatbelt on, which saves a lot of cops' lives. When trees over time have killed more cops than anything else in the history of mankind because of vehicle crashes, put your freaking seatbelt on. Again, be prepared to drive away. Your car can be used as a weapon. It also can be used as a means of escape until you get set up. Like, this is all like, I don't know, was it a lieutenant that had been a house cat for so long, that had been a firefighter, got promoted, got made, is not in the position because they shouldn't be, like any lieutenant that shouldn't be in that position? Or was it, oh, I'm so committed to making sure I know how to de-escalate, and I want everybody to know how good I am at understanding mental health and all of these things, that I'm willing to put myself at unnecessary risk for that? You look at all these things and you think to yourself, first and foremost, whoever taught you to go up to a guy that's acting that erratically by yourself and to get that close to him?
Mm-hmm.
We didn't do that. We didn't do that 20 years ago. We didn't do that 25 years ago when we had the, like, as people would say, we had the mantra to thump people that were getting out of control. When the use of taser was just like, hey, sir, you need to come here with me. Fuck you, crack.
Mm-hmm.
And you got it. We had all of that stuff. And again, obviously the courts and everything else is caught up to a lot of this stuff right now that has really kind of redefined that. But you didn't even do that then.
Right.
And if you did, guys were like, what the fuck are you doing up there that close to that dude by yourself? What if that didn't work?
And if you did that in field training, you'd be failing that day, that cycle every day.
You'd be recycled for sure. And they put you in with the training and say, hey, let's talk about tactics, use of force, and your own safety. And you look at that and you think to yourself, again, this isn't a woman issue. This is a training issue. The only thing that made it easier was that guy was able to easily ragdoll her out of there just because of size and physics. You know, there are all laws that we do have to apply to, whether we like them or not. And it's called the law of physics. A bigger force can act on a smaller force. And if it's got the right momentum, it can definitely mess that smaller force up. Again, that's paraphrasing. I never took physics, but I understand there's, like, for every action, there's an equal greater reaction, but until acted upon, all that other bullshit. But the bottom line is I don't know it as well as I should, but I do know if I come up against a guy that's 350 pounds and I'm 190, I might not win that situation if he decides to start lifting things.
Mm-hmm. Right.
And he's in the possible shape. I also look at a guy's ears and go, oh, they're pretty cauliflowered up. I might be like a foot taller than this dude, but he is going to fucking tie me up like a pretzel if he doesn't just straight up beat the shit out of me because this guy knows how to fight. It's like looking at a dude with sandals. Look at a dude with sandals, and I always say to myself, not combat ready.
No.
Then I immediately shift my eye up to his ears, and I go, cauliflower ears. That dude loves not wearing shoes because that's how he fucking fights.
Right.
Everybody else, I'm like, all right, frat boy, you're going to jail. And I, maybe, hey, that's the guy we're going to get first. But in a situation like this, I looked at it, I thought, come on, man, you're not helping anybody in this, particularly yourself and the people you're sworn to protect on that interstate.
And I'm telling you, it is, again, it's not about female, male. It's literally just about, it is a pathetic display of protecting yourself against a potential threat. I mean, you literally just essentially allowed this guy open the door and put his hands on you and throw you down on the ground. Like, yes, you may be a lieutenant. Yes, you may be in some assignment that you've been out of the game for a long time and maybe you're not really doing street things and whatever. And I understand that people move into those positions, but then you better damn well know what your capabilities are when you roll up on that too, and do yourself and everybody else a favor and be like, oh shit, like this guy's a big dude. He's acting really crazy. He's stopping traffic out in the middle of the road. Should I let this guy walk up to my fucking car and get his hand on the door handle and grab me and pull me out and take off in my own fucking car? I mean, that's pathetic. Like, I would be embarrassed to no end as a police officer if something along those lines happened. Now, could it just, I got put in a predicament where that happens and somebody is able to get up and open on a door, on a door on me like that, like stepping out, but you better be damn well fighting that person with everything you got. I mean, you better be punching, kicking, doing what you got to do, trying to get a handle on this guy, getting your fat ass up off the ground and get a hand on this guy and at least hang on to him. You see in the video, there's cars coming the other way. So, she had people close by. So even though you've made a mistake and overstepped and gotten into this, then fight. Like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Right.
You gotta
try and redeem something.
You got to fight.
And the final point of that, Scott, that you just brought up, and made me realize situational awareness. Interstates present all sorts of additional problems for you as a police officer. Ask any state trooper. Like, watch any video from the last 4 years with the advent and like the access to cell phones that all these states are now making it really, really difficult for you. You shouldn't be using your phone while you're operating a motor vehicle. People that are not paying attention, people that are not going on high speeds, somebody could jump a median, somebody's wanting to know what's going on, whatever. I mean, it's just like all sorts of things of just like, what are you doing? Like,
Right.
and again, we're not trying to shame this woman into this existence. That would be with any officer. Would be like, what are you thinking, dude? Why are you closing on that guy? Like, why did you do that stuff? And again, the public will look at this and be like, oh, that poor officer, this or that. Yeah, that sucks. That poor officer had to go through that. Any one officer that didn't necessarily, was caught off guard in a situation, didn't expect what was going on. Like, say that was just a common traffic stop, which I say there's no such thing as a common traffic stop. I get that, but like, let's just be straight. You do a traffic stop, you walk up to the car, you kind of get a disposition or demeanor on people. Not all of them go crazy like that. And then all of a sudden somebody just snaps and you're fighting on the side of the roadway.
Right.
The place you don't want to definitely be is on an interstate where people are doing like 90 miles an hour on I-5. Like all of these things on there. I mean, like, again, hopefully she's safe. Hopefully she's okay. Hopefully she's retraining. Hopefully she's reassessing, and somebody's reassessing that situation and is just going, well, let's just throw this all at the feet of the crazy guy, which inevitably it does come down to that. Whether you're mentally ill or having a mental health episode, like people like to, he was having a mental health episode is what a lot of people like to say now, and that's bullshit. It doesn't say in the statute, unless of course you're having a mental health episode, you can act whatever you want. And you officers should go put yourself at risk and your family's future at risk and your agency's reputation at risk for that. We have gone too far with all of these things, I think, and that was a full display of modern policing of when practiced without any discretion is going to get a lot of people hurt. A lot of people, especially at a time where we need people to come into this work.
And thank God nothing happened. This guy wrecked. They chased him. He wrecked. Saw pictures of the crash. Nobody was significantly hurt. But could you imagine? Again, woulda, coulda, shoulda. But what if this guy would have just been, plowing into people, and he, pulls one of these, like he just goes head on with somebody on the interstate and kills a family? Like, how could you look at yourself after that and be like, God, that was really pathetic. I was manhandled out of my own police car and thrown to the ground like, a child. And this guy speeds off in my car and kills a family.
Well, I'll tell you what, Scott, I think that's one of the best things that we have to consider, like just what you said. When I go to a place, I think of like, if I like, but not only situational awareness, but how bad am I going to be crucified by my peers? And I swear to God, how bad am I going to be crucified by my peers if I make this mistake? Because, all right, stealing my squad car, whatever. I mean, seriously. But and that goes through your head. And for me, that was a little bit of a boost. Not only did I have situational awareness, but I was even more situationally aware because I didn't want to be the brunt of the jokes until the next guy did something dumb. And I think that now it's just like, oh, it's okay. We can't really make fun of them, or, we can't say anything. No, the hell you can't. Absolutely. Because that's where you learn, because I will not do that, because I will not be put in a position where I could get myself hurt, and I will not be put in a position where Scott and Shaun can make fun of me.
Think about how Franz feels right now.
Right.
The dog can understand that. The dog sense knows that he's probably maybe a little portly for his breed. He's going to do something.
He saw the way she was looking at him.
She knew. He knew. Dogs are smart like that.
He's out there doing a vertical jump in the hallway as we speak.
His old wife.
Why is he doing a wall squat, Chrissy?
Look between the dog's ears when you're looking, and you look towards a person. You can see how shallow they are. That's what you should have done, Scott. But one recommendation I have for this woman, honestly, is Turkish Star Wars workout regimen. You don't get ready for anything. You should just be ready. Like, seriously, you want to get ready? Follow that video. If you're listening or you know her, get this link to her so she can watch the workout regimen. You'll be ready. Splitting baked potatoes in half. Giant baked potatoes in half. It's great. And then you save the world.
She's just doing a wall squat with 2 giant baked potatoes as arm weights, and going above her head and coming down and going above her head.
Put the cheese in the bacon bits.
I can do it.
And if that was any of us, I'd be getting a clip of the actual, like the frame where you're getting thrown down out of the car, and I'd be printing it, and it'd be the screensaver on your squad car. It'd be the screensaver.
It'd be on the cake at your retirement.
Yes.
At your retirement party. Remember that time that homeless crazy guy in the expressway threw you down and took your car?
It sucked. Anyway. All right.
That sucked.
Enough of the Schadenfreude.
Oh God. Anyway, but hopefully I'm glad she's okay, and the car is only a wreck. But you got to do some self-evaluation there. That's all. Don't we all?
We
Don't
do.
we
We
all?
do.
Oh, yeah.
It's a new year.
We do.
It's a new year. Make a
You
New
said
Year's
new year, new
resolution.
me.
It's a New
Yeah.
Year's resolution.
Right.
Right. Exactly.
What's the next? There was another video we were going to talk
Oh,
about.
okay.
What was that?
Well, this was. Hold on, stop a sec. Do you want me to bring up the ice thing, hotel thing, real quick? I didn't know how much. Where are we at?
Yeah, let's close with that.
You wanna do
We'll
We're
that?
close
at
with that.
39 minutes right
But we
now.
had,
So I
like-
mean, we got about 10 minutes. We got to cut out. So
Yeah.
you can save that for the. You want to do that for the next one, and we can talk about that on the next show,
Yeah, I mean,
or do you want to do it now?
if we
No,
if
it won't
we
be
got-
10
if
minutes,
we,
right?
If we got enough, I mean,
Yeah, we got 10 minutes, right?
No, we got if you look at it with the time the Scout was out for about 2.5 minutes. So with 39 minutes, that's quite a bit of material that we got to cut at this point. If we add that to it, it could be even more. So I mean, we can save it for the next show, I guess.
we can. If,
Yeah,
if you
that's
think,
fine.
yeah, if you think we have enough for
Let's
now,
do that. Let's say
Okay.
because we maybe a topic will come up like
that we can tie it to something.
we can tie it to from
We'll
there.
say
yeah.
that they wouldn't allow ice to stay there, but they allowed Maduro to stay there.
Yeah, right. You got ice points.
Got ice
God.
points. Yeah, like dude, there's a million jokes we can make. We got to give that one some. We got to give that one its own
Some
space,
time?
its own
Okay.
space. Let
All right.
it let it
Yeah.
simmer.
All right.
Let it
You-
simmer.
Let it marinate.
Let it
in some
marinate.
Right.
fucking
Let it
comedic
marinate.
juices. All right, Chris,
All right.
close out.
You okay with that? Well, everybody, thank you for the first show, right, of 2026. Is it the first one?
It's the second one. This is the
Second one.
This is the
Oh,
first
my
full
first.
show. All through,
My
the
first.
first
Well,
one.
happy
You.
first full show.
Yeah.
Right. Well,
Three
happy
amigos.
right.
Right.
Happy first show of 2026. I hope everybody's now making the resolutions and maintaining the resolutions, or you're probably not. But one resolution we would love you to make is to listen to the show every single week. Tell your friends, tell your family, because we really truly appreciate you listening, and we really want to get to make the world a better place. So please go to where you get your podcasts, download, subscribe, leave a rating, review, tell your friends. Also, you can email us at 3copstalk@gmail.com if you have an idea for the show, a question, a concern, have an idea for a guest, want to be a guest. You can also go to 3copstalk.com and you can get all episodes, and you can also leave us an email there. Otherwise, I hope everybody had a blessed holiday. Thank you for truly supporting the show. Please get it out to your friends and have a blessed day. Thank you.